had originally gone to school and was in math. We had 2 small children, and I always had the idea that when they got into school, then I would go back to school. My husband wanted me to be a school teacher because then I would have the same schedule. I tried to substitute teaching, but decided teaching children was not for me. So I just started looking around to see what I was interested in, and I knew I wanted it to be something that was challenging, something that had a lot of options. So looked at nursing, and there was a lot of potential for growth, potential for a lot of different kinds of jobs. I waited until they were in 1st and 2nd grade, and then I started back to school. So I could get them off to school in the morning, then I could go to school during the day. And I thought that when I got my associate degree at the junior college there, and I thought, oh, I'll go to work and work for a while and then see what I want to do. But by the time I got my associate degree, I knew right away I wanted to branch out from nursing. I found an online course with Kennedy Western where I could get a PhD in health administration. So I felt like that would, if I decided I wanted to go along the line of actually running a hospital, that would help me out. The most important thing I've been involved in to impact the most number of people have been in working with a wonderful board and city and county and community to keep the hospital open. There were times in my pre-retirement career that I was proud of, that I think I accomplished something, but looking back, you know, it was important, but not as important as keeping a hospital open. In November of 2017, my husband was on the city council, and the mayor got word that our hospital was going to close there. We were the only hospital in the county. So if you lived in a rural area, it would be an hour to get to an emergency room. And your industry can't survive without a hospital there for workers' comp, for different things that they need. So a city can't grow and get industry in if they don't have a hospital. So our mayor about panicked. So they had an emergency city council meeting. And the way I got involved is we were at a meeting and they were throwing around a lot of terms. And after the meeting, the mayor was sitting there and saying, what's he talking about? And I started explaining it to him. He said, all right, you're going to stick with me. You're going to help me figure this out. They were going to close Haleyville, sell Winfield, and Russellville. And they had already started taking things out of the hospital. Well, we knew if they closed it, we could not open it back up because of the, we could be grandfathered in if we did not shut down services, not even for 1 minute. We got them to agree that they would not close the hospital while we sought funding to purchase the hospital. And we knew it'd take us about 90 days to do that. So we actually closed on the hospital on March the 30th and changed operations over on April the 1st of 2018. It was everybody working 24/7 to, one, not lose what staff we had left remaining in the hospital, and trying to work with borrowers and lenders and attorneys and government agencies to get this done. Can't tell you how many people have come to us that have told us, had we not still been in business, their loved one would have died because they could not have made it to another hospital. So we hear those stories all of the time. You know, some of our industries said that they could not have grown their industries there if they didn't have a hospital. Plus, at one time, we were like the 2nd or 3rd largest employer in our city. So that, you know, when you can give a job to 200 and something people and keep them there, it's an impact on the community.